All the knowledge of world is in concept. So for mastering the concept, I would like to invite Riya. So give a huge round of applause to Riya.
Revered teacher and my dear friends, very great morning to all of you.
Very great morning, Riya.
Myself Riya, I am the student of grade 12 science of Sunrise Public School. Today I am here to give mastering the concept on the subject maths. Firstly, I would like to pay my humble thanks to Mr. Vijay Gandhi sir, who has provided me such a nice opportunity to speak here on this podium. Today my topic is maths and I am here to give mastering the concept. Let's start our topic. Please listen me attentively. Before going to discuss, we have to know what is the meaning of the maths and what does it signify. In maths, M stand for mistakes, A stand for allow, T stand for thinking to, and H stand for happen. Mistakes allow thinking to happen. And what is the meaning of maths? Maths may not teach us how to add love and subtract hate. Maths may not teach us how to add love and subtract hate, but it gives us a hope that every problem has a solution. It gives us a hope that every problem has a solution. Everything around us is just mathematics. Without mathematics, we cannot do anything because everything around us is in numbers and numbers are in mathematics. The only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. Means as more we are practicing the numerical value, the more concept will be clear to us. So I hope that the meaning of maths is clear to you. So let's discuss our topic without any delay. So let's start our topic, and our topic is matrices. First of all, we should have to clarify the meaning of matrices. Matrices. A matrix is the arrangement of the element in rectangular array. It is the arrangement of element in rectangular array. And here array represent tabular form. Here array represent tabular form. What does array represent here? Let's discuss the matrix with the help of an example. So let's take an example. Here a matrix is represented in rectangular array, means in tabular form. Let's take an element 2, 4 and 5 and 6. Here these are the element of the matrix, and here 2 is A11, 4 is A12, 5 is A21 and 6 is A22. Here A11 is 2, A12 is 4, A21 is 5 and A22 is 6. It is the example of matrix. And here the horizontal line, this line represent the row. The horizontal line represent the row and the vertical line represent the column. It is clear to you?
Yes.
Horizontal line represent row. It represent row. And the vertical line represent the column. So let's discuss it with the help of an example. Let's take an example. Here A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Let's take an matrix. Here the horizontal line represent row. So here in horizontal line, how many elements are there?
3 elements.
And what does column represent? Means which line represent column?
Vertical line.
So in vertical line, how many elements are there?
3 elements.
So row is equal to, the number of row is equal to 3 and the number of column is also equal to 3. It is clear to you?
Yes.
Let's take another example. Let's take another example. Here the matrix is given and the number of elements are 4, 5, 6 and 7. Here I want to ask a question, and my question is from Sweetie. Sweetie, please stand up. Here how many rows are there in this example? How many rows are there in this example?
There are 2 rows in this example.
Yes, right answer. Please sit down. Please clap for her. how many columns are there? How many columns are there? Anyone can tell me? Udit, please stand up.
There are 2 columns.
Yes, right answer. Please sit down. Please clap for him. Now we have to find the order of matrix. What is the order of matrix? The order of matrix is given as the order of matrix is given as row into column. The number of row into number of column. So it is equal to row into column. Here we represent row by m. We represent row by m and we represent column by n. So in this example, how many rows are there? There are 2 rows. And how many columns are there? There are 2 columns. So what is the order of the matrix? The order of the matrix become 2 by 2. The number of row into number of column. So the order of matrix become 2 by 2. So let's take another example. A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have to find the order of the matrix of this example. Now let's take another example. Here A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. These are the element of this matrix. And now we have to find the order of this matrix. Now I want to ask question from Swati that what is the order of this matrix?
The order of this matrix is 2 into 3.
Yes, right answer. Please sit down. Please clap for her. This is clear to you?
Yes.
A question is given and we have to answer the part of this question. There are 3 parts of this question and there are 3 matrices. Matrix A, matrix B and matrix C. And the number of the matrix in A is here 2 row and 2 column are there, and in matrix B there is also 2 row and 2 column, and in matrix C there is also 2 row and 2 column. So the order of matrix become yes, the order of matrix become 2 by 2. And in the first part we have to find A plus B, means we have to find the addition of 2 matrix. So here A is this and B is this, and for the addition of the 2 matrix a condition is required. And what is the condition? For the addition of 2 matrix, the order of the both of the matrix must be same. The order of both of the matrix must be same, and here order is same, 2 by 2, 2 by 2. So addition of matrix can be applied to this. In the addition we just add matrix B to matrix A. Here 2 plus 1, 1 added to 2 and 3 is added by 4. We just add both of the 2 matrix. So we add them 2, 4, 3, 2 plus 1, 3 minus 2 and 5. We add the element of both of the matrix. So 2 plus 1 is equal to
3.
Here A plus B is equal to matrix A plus matrix B. We add the element of the both of the matrix. We add here 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 4 plus 3 is equal to
7.
And here 3 plus minus 2. So it becomes as 3 minus 2, and 3 minus 2 is equal to
1.
And 2 plus 5 is equal to
7.
yes. So it is the answer. It is just simple. We just add both the matrix. We just add the element of the both of the matrix. In next part we have to find A minus B, means subtraction of 2 matrix. And for the subtraction of 2 matrix a condition is required. And what is the condition? The condition is that the order of the matrix must be same. It is same as that of addition of 2 matrix. The order of matrix must be same. But in subtraction we just subtract one matrix from another matrix. In part we have to find A minus B, means subtraction of 2 matrix. So we subtract the matrix B from matrix A. We write it as 2, 4, 3, 2 minus. In subtraction there is a sign of minus. So the sign will be minus 1, 3, minus 2 and minus 5. So we just simply subtract the matrix B from the matrix A. So 2 minus 1 is equal to 2 minus 1 is equal to 1 and 4 minus 3 is equal to 1 and 3 minus in my bracket minus 2. It become plus 3 plus 2 and what is 3 plus 2 is equal to 5 and 2 minus 5 is equal to so this is the answer. We just simply subtract the matrix B from matrix A. It is the answer of this. In the third part, we have given 3A minus C. 3A minus C. But there is only A matrix, means A is not the multiply of any digit. But in the question, we have asked 3A. So we multiply matrix A with 3. We multiply the matrix of element A with 3. So we multiply it. Here the elements are 2, 4, 3 and 2. So we just simply multiply the elements with 3. So it becomes 6, 3, 4, 12, 9 and it becomes 6. So it is equal to 3A. So 3A will come out 6, 12, 9 and 6. And in the question we have asked 3A minus C. We have to subtract the matrix C from the 3A. So it will become 3A is equal to 6, 12, 9 and 6 and we subtract matrix C from matrix 3A. Minus 2, 5, 3 and 4. So it becomes 6 plus 2. It will become 6 plus 2. And what is 6 plus 2? And 12 minus 5 is equal to 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. And 6 minus 4 is equal to 2. So it is the answer. We just simply, firstly we multiply the matrix A with 3. Then we subtract the C matrix from 3A. The answer will become 2. So this is all from my side. I hope that this is clear to you. I want to, this is from my side. In the last, I want to say something. Most of the students thought that maths is just a boring and it's just a difficult subject. Math is boring and difficult subject. And just as boring subject and difficult subject does not mean that you should not try. It means that you should try harder. You should try harder to understand it. If something is difficult in our life, it does not mean that we should leave it. It means that we should try more effort to achieve it. So this is from my side. I hope that this is clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.